Hi, all right. So this training is all about the empowerment program, which is a really big thing for camp. It's the day that we kind of acknowledge, why everyone is at camp and that we're all there for the same reasons. Um, so during overnight training, we kind of did like our own little empowerment ceremony to kind of just get everyone through the pillars, which we'll talk about later. And so it's a little bit more difficult to get through this without showing you everything that we're going to be doing, but we'll get through it together. So, what exactly is the empowerment program? Like I said, it's a time where we celebrate and empower our campers. It's the night that we kind of talk about the reason that we're all here. And it's very empowering and reassuring to all of our campers and counselors. It really helps us make it a connection, really makes us feel like a family, and to help people know that they're not alone in anything that they're going through. And it kind of just gives them the time to talk about their experience with cancer in a positive way. Obviously, cancer isn't a really big positive situation to be in, but this just helps kids talk through it. And a lot of people used to think about this as the sad day at camp, but over the past couple years, we've definitely made it more of like a positive vibe, while still allowing them to talk about what they want to talk about and how they get through the things that each camper needs to get through. What is an empowerment leader? It's a member of the coordinator team who will attend additional trainings hosted by Camp Kism National to better prepare your chapter for your empowerment program. This person will be determined with the help of your program director, blah, blah, blah. So this is the person that essentially creates the empowerment program and schedule, for all the kiddos. And they lead everyone, including counselors, through the program while we are at camp. So yeah. All right. So very, very important. The 4 pillars of empowerment program. The first pillar is an optional one. It's a parent and loved one celebration. We do this at camp. It's kind of just a moment where the campers who have lost one of their parents to cancer, they kind of have like a whole nother ceremony where they get to celebrate the lives of that loved one. And it's different every year. Sometimes we take them on a nature walk and we kind of tie a ribbon around a tree or something, and they can take one of their counselors that they feel a real connection to, or they feel they can open up to, and they kind of celebrate the lives of their parent with them. It's pretty cool. So pillar 1, mood setting. Since camp does get to be a little crazy while we're having fun and we have food fights and all that good stuff, we do want these kids to understand that empowerment is more like of a chill setting. Like, we want them to kind of get into the mood, kind of really understand that this is not a time to be wild and crazy. This is a time to be vulnerable and sensitive, and people are really going to talk about things that are bothering them in their lives. So we want to be calm, and this really does help with the younger kids as well. So a lot of the things that we do is, so we'll make rain. That's when we go around the circle and we make like some noise with our hands and pat on the floor and stuff. We'll sing songs, draw on luminary bags and stuff, and that just kind of gets people to settle down. So the pillar 2 is the sharing part, which is kind of self-explanatory. This is where we'll have some of the kids kind of share their stories, share what's going on in their lives. Sometimes, depending on the year, we'll make it into more of like just a bigger cabin chat situation. So we'll go into our different units and we'll share that way, and just makes it a little bit, just more of a community where you actually can see the people that are talking, and it's just more relatable to each person. But this is the time where they get to share their experiences, and normally either the empowerment leader will lead this or the unit leaders will lead this if you do it in smaller groups. The third pillar is warm and fuzzies, and that is just after everyone is done sharing, since a lot of their feelings and campers make them feel vulnerable, and yes, they do feel a lot stronger after sharing their stories with their fellow campers and things. We just like to do something that, makes um, makes it end on like a happier note. So this can be a cinnamon roll hug, can release lanterns or balloons, go on a walk, closing song circle. That just, helps everyone leave the empowerment program on a happy note and feeling like they are stronger for it. And the fourth pillar is Empower Hour. So we kind of do this in like a program type of way. So we'll do it just like we would do like, sports or art and stuff like that. And that will just be on a day that is close to the day that we'll do empowerment. And this just kind of, prepares kids, especially the new ones that don't really know what empowerment is. And it can sometimes be emotional for those involved, and just kind of separates all the fun and energetic activities. Sorry, I just lost my train of thought, but it just kind of helps people really understand what empowerment's all about. And but afterwards, we always end with something super, super, super fun. So I think we normally will have like a surprise dance party. We can do like a glow stick party, messy Olympics, all that kind of stuff. And these are just kind of tips to help prepare for and get a successful program. That's more, for the empowerment leader. So if you have any questions about that, or if you're nervous about being in the empowerment program, please let us know. You can reach out to us whenever you want to, but this one is kind of short. So, yep, if you have any questions, don't forget to do your quiz after this, and awesome. Sweet.